The world's best female golfers are coming to Valhalla Golf Club. A Louisville native is the new president and CEO of the Muhammad Ali Center, and we will introduce you to a woman who has been working for the Louisville Zoo for 46 years. All that and more on Louisville This Week. I'm John Ramsey, Director of City Partnerships. The 2028 Solheim Cup is coming to Louisville, which will bring the world's best female golfers to Valhalla Golf Club for the first time and to Kentucky for the first time in more than 50 years.
We're here today to announce that the 2028 Solheim Cup, the premier team event in women's golf, will make its Kentucky debut at the storied Valhalla Golf Club. As you all know, Valhalla is one of the nation's great golf venues and one of the best sports cities in America, and we could not be more excited to announce this exciting and important partnership. Being a professional golfer requires tremendous skill and discipline and really a strong and resilient mindset. Each week, our athletes battle each other as individual athletes. Once every 2 years, the best 12 golfers from the United States and the best 12 golfers from Europe come together to play for something that's much bigger than themselves. They have the chance to be on a team and to bring honor to their country or continent by winning the Solheim Cup. If you ask every American and every European player to name their top goals as a professional athlete, being on a winning Solheim Cup team would most definitely be on that list.
The City of Louisville is launching a new app to help people connect with public art throughout the city.
I'm a huge believer in public art. It can shape lives. It can change the way people think and feel. It's part of how we show people, whether we're residents here or visitors to our community, who we are. We celebrate our public spaces, and I celebrate our public art. And that's why today we're excited to announce a new venture called Louisville Creates that helps people connect to our city through our incredible works of public art. Louisville Creates is a mobile-friendly website that we're launching. Its purpose is to provide a map of public works that people can see when they visit our city or when they live here and want to do some exploration. We believe this will help visitors and locals alike get to know and develop a greater connection to our city.
Just last week, we began public outreach for the city's new comprehensive cultural plan, work that will take about a year, but will inform the next decade of how arts and culture will contribute to our city's growth. Arts, culture, and creativity are at the core of Louisville's identity, and Louisville creates all kinds of things to celebrate. Louisville creates experiences, Louisville creates performances, Louisville creates festivals, and of course, Louisville creates public art, which is why we are here today to launch LouisvilleCreates.com and introduce our updated public art mapping tool. On this interactive mobile website, you will find a growing catalog of art in public space that includes images, the names of the artists who made them, the type of artwork, and most importantly, where you can find it. Some of the pieces featured are touches of expression in unexpected places, such as an alley or on the side of a garage, subtle landmarks that enhance the unique identity of a place. You'll find unconventional art forms represented, like poetry sandblasted in a sidewalk, a sculpture made out of Ohio River driftwood, and even an installation tucked into a building niche that mechanically produces rings of fog. All of these pieces showcase what's best about public art, that you can visit it at any time, but you might miss it if you don't know it's there.
World Fest is returning to the waterfront this Labor Day weekend, and the mariachi dance group Mexico Lindo will be performing during the festival again this year.
They are celebrating their 15th year sharing Mexican music and folklore in our city. They don't charge for instructions or performances, and they do around 30 performances a year. Their mission is to build a greater understanding and appreciation of Mexico culture and folklore.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for your kind invitation. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you, everybody. And we are going to perform a song called El Jarabe Tapatío. It's from Guadalajara.
mayor released results from Louisville's first ever comprehensive study of the early learning workforce.
I'm happy to announce that we have the results from the first ever comprehensive study on Louisville's early learning workforce. Among the study's key findings are that nearly half of early learning teachers in Louisville, 30% of early learning staff, and 30% of family child care providers earn a total family income of less than $30,000. That means far too many of them are struggling financially in a field that needs more workers and plays such an important role in our city today and our city of tomorrow. The study also found that about half of our teachers had left the previous early center where they'd work in the last year. That's an enormous amount of turnover. And nearly half of all teachers and teacher assistants want to further their education in this field because they are committed to it. We want to support them in that effort. The results of this work will guide some of the early work that Thrive by 5 is doing. And completing a step like this was identified as a critical step to make all children have access to early childhood learning.
There were several recommendations that came out of this study, and several of them, including one that we and other partners are ready to get to work on right away. This includes the development of opportunities and incentives for new educators to enter the field, to increase their educational attainment, and to most importantly, receive better compensation for the critical role that they play for children, their families, and the whole community.
The impact of an insufficient early childhood workforce has ripples across our community. In a 2023 survey of Kentucky residents, over half of parents indicated they have struggled to find childcare. This struggle has resulted in a third of parents reporting they limited their working hours, a quarter of parents saying they have quit work to stay home and care for children, and 15% of parents reporting they declined a promotion due to childcare needs. We can see from these statistics that when working parents and caregivers cannot access quality, affordable childcare, it affects not only their ability to work, but our economy as well. To achieve thriving kids, strong households, and an equitable community across Louisville, we need a thriving early care and education ecosystem, backboned by a well-compensated, highly educated, and respected early care and education workforce.
This week's Louisvillian Doing Good is Nadia Kalina Garcia, the founder of El Papaleo.
In English, that translates to the paperwork. And that's what she handles for so many families in our immigrant communities. Helping families who may face language and other barriers navigate processes necessary to create a life here in our city and our country. Immigration forms, tax filing, accounting, and more. Our immigrant community is the fastest growing part of our city. We're thrilled by that. And Nadia, who's a proud member of our growing Cuban American community through El Papelo, has helped so many of our neighbors work through the system so they do things like get a job, start a business, help get their children set up in school, and other processes. She often works pro bono as well and provides an incredibly valuable service to an incredibly important part of our Louisville community. Nadia, thank you so much for everything that you do, and it's proud to proclaim that today is El Papaleo Day throughout all the city of Louisville. Thank you, Nadia.
My name is Nadia Kalana Garcia. I'm a proud member of the Cuban American community in the state of Kentucky. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything you've been doing to the community. Our office is here to help people, to support the Hispanic community in fulfilling and pursuing the American dream. So, mi nombre es Nadia Kalana García. El mayor me ha dado una gran sorpresa al darme hoy el día del papeleo y nuestra oficina está lista y ayudando a toda la comunidad hispana a tener el sueño americano. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
Mayor Greenberg announced that Deputy Mayor Pat Malloy is retiring from his position as Deputy Mayor for Economic Development at the end of August.
A bittersweet announcement about a good friend and colleague of mine. Shortly after I became mayor, when I was looking for a strong deputy mayor for economic development, someone who loved this community, someone who had contributed time to this community, someone who wanted to see our community continue to prosper, I knew the person to call. And that person was Pat Malloy.
I told the mayor in April of last year when he asked me to come do this, I said I'll do it for one reason, because I love the city. I was not an insider in his campaign. I think I probably wrote you a check, but and he and I sort of overlap in political philosophies together, but I knew him largely through the business world. And it's been a great joy. I had an opportunity in the early 90s to do something like this working for Governor Jones. And I'll tell you what I told the folks, my teammates in city government on Monday. I told them, particularly all of you standing over here to my left, how proud you need to be of the work you do every day.
Pat has done a tremendous job for our administration. He's made an incredibly positive impact on our community. His legacy will last long beyond the 16 months that he served in this public service role with Louisville Metro government. Pat, I know you're going to stay very involved. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your time. Thank you for serving as Deputy Mayor for Economic Development.
Join Mayor Craig Greenberg for Louisville's 20th annual Hike, Bike, and Paddle. This year's hike will follow the Ohio River eastward before returning to the Great Lawn to cross the Big Four Bridge into Indiana. The bike portion will take riders around an 8-mile course that ventures into Nulu and Cherokee Park before returning to the Great Lawn. And paddlers can either launch their kayaks at the U of L boat docks and paddle west toward the Harbor Lawn, or launch from the Harbor Lawn itself. The paddle course will wind down the Ohio River before ending at the Shawnee Park boat ramp, creating a fun, rewarding trip for people of all skill levels. There will be other interactive events such as yoga, Tai Chi, Zumba, and other fitness activities for families and people of all ages. So join us this Labor Day on the Great Lawn for a morning filled with family-friendly fun at the Mayor's 20th annual Hike, Bike, and Paddle.
There is a new president and CEO at the Muhammad Ali Center. Devon Holt is the first Louisville native to hold the position. Metro TV was on hand for his welcoming ceremony.
It's an incredible feeling when you step into your dream job and the rest of the community feels like this is exactly where you're supposed to be. You know, there was an incredible alignment today of Ali Center, Devon Holt, and community. And I sincerely believe that the energy that we all felt in this room today is going to permeate throughout this community and ultimately be felt around this country. But we've got some incredible work to do. And if you looked around this room today, you saw a little bit of everyone from everywhere. And that's the kind of energy and collaboration that's going to be required for us to take the Ali Center to a new level. But I'm convinced that today's the beginning of that new level for us. What we saw today was magical. And I think it's just the beginning of what will happen here at the Ali Center. You know, the beautiful thing about Muhammad Ali was that he was a convener. Even if he didn't know that he was doing it intentionally, just his presence had the ability to bring people together. But then when he really started to understand the power of who he was, he used it to do good by helping people from different perspectives come together and understand how they could make things better for one another. And that's what we plan to do here at the Ali Center. I want to be really intentional about using our brand, using our influence to bring people together who probably don't talk to people who look like them, don't spend time with people who don't think like them, but they will come to the Ali Center, they will respond to an invitation, and we're going to be extending those invitations for them to sit around tables with us and others to think about how we make our community better.
Whatever your goals, whatever your passion, there's a place for you at Kentucky State University. With 38 undergraduate and 9 graduate programs, including a doctorate of nursing practice, we can help you chart a path from where you are to where you want to be. Take the first step. Visit kysu.edu and see why you belong at Kentucky State.
The specialty clinic with the Louisville Metro Health Department is working to decrease the number of sexually transmitted infections in the city.
Sexual health is a part of health. I love educating on the various STIs, lots of symptoms that people just don't associate with an STI. So before you get in a relationship, when you get out, it is best to get tested because you want to make sure you don't have anything. The specialty clinic will do testing 5 days a week We'll test for syphilis, HIV, hepatitis C, the blood work. Because of the name of our clinic, the specialty clinic, and we're doing STI testing, they don't realize that you don't have to have any symptoms or have any problems to come here.
It's good, 137/67.
CDC even encourage anybody that is sexually active to be tested at least once a year. Now, if you got multiple partners, maybe twice a year, but absolutely everybody should be getting tested at least once a year. So the $60 is for somebody who believes that they've been exposed, that they have symptoms, or if they were contact or something. That $60 will include all the lab work. They'll have an exam with myself or one of the other providers. Then they'll get treated if necessary. We also have what's called a fast track. So let's say they tested positive, and then 3 months later, as they're supposed to get retested to make sure they're not reinfected and everything is cleared, they can do a fast track. It's $40. They'll just go into the lab, get everything they need, go to the restroom, swab whatever they need, and they leave. Once they get those results back in a couple of days, if it's positive, then we'll call them back in for an exam and treatment. They'll pay the extra $20 and they'll get their exam and treatment. We do not turn anybody away because of the inability to pay. Pay what you can, you'll get billed, just do the best you can, but we do not want you to delay treatment. If someone delays treatment for too long, it can certainly lead to other problems. So the sooner you get tested, the better. Once they find out that we're here, they're pretty open to coming back to getting tested, to, bring their partners here. And we, definitely are, non-judgmental. We're here to take care of you.
As general curator at the Louisville Zoo, Ron Evans gets to work with all the fascinating animals at the zoo and just may have the best job in Louisville.
Hi, my name's Ron Evans. I'm the general curator here at the Louisville Zoo. That means I get to have fun with all the animals. It's a pretty special position to be in, and I really love my job. Who gets to do this stuff? Who gets to be part of a gorilla's world or a red panda's world or a polar bear's world? And it's very satisfying. What I really like about getting to work at the Louisville Zoo and in the position I have is to be able to share important information about those animals with our guests, to talk about animal conservation, take care of our animals extremely well, share that with our guests, but then talk a little bit about what's going on in the big world with the animals. It's my job to support a team here who really are amazing to be a part of. It's a real privilege to be the general curator at the Louisville Zoo because we do some amazing stuff here. I have curators that specialize in birds, curators that specialize in reptiles, curators that specialize in mammals, and then whole teams under each one of those curators that specialize even more. My job is to help those guys be successful as they can.
Thank you so much.
We designed this area for special future VIP immersive experiences with Sunny D. I oversee a lot of project work, like the new red panda habitat we just built, and it's my job to make sure we're putting in features that support the health and welfare of our animals.
We continue our Louisville Metro Council profiles with District 12 Councilman Rick Blackwell.
Hello, my name is Rick Blackwell, and I'm Metro Councilman for District 12. I'm a charter member of Louisville-Jefferson County Metro Council and was re-elected in 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, and 2020. I've served in several leadership roles while on council, including caucus chair, president of the council in 2007, chair of the redistricting committee in 2011, a member of the redistricting committee in 2021, and chair of the budget and appropriations committee in 2023. I'm proud of my work with schools and youth in the district. I've provided funding to install playgrounds at 4 elementary schools in the district and secured funds for the renovation of Valley Sports baseball softball complex and helped add a challenger field. I've worked diligently with local businesses and residents to attract development to our area, including spearheading the Dixie Highway redevelopment project and work on Riverview Park master plan. including a spray ground, new pavilion, amphitheater area, splash pad, and additional play fixtures. I host the annual Riverview Independence Festival celebrated during the 4th of July, which includes food, music, and fireworks. I've been an educator my entire professional career, working for 34 years at Mercy Academy, first in the classroom, teaching theology, psychology, and sociology, and later as the Service Learning and Leadership Coordinator. I received my Doctor of Education from Spalding University in 2018, and in the fall of 2018 I began my tenure as the president of DeSales High School. I've been married for 34 years and have one son. The boundaries of District 12 start on the west side of Dixie Highway from Rockford Lane to about Greenwood Road, and on the east side, Gago Avenue, around Manslick and St. Andrews Church Road, over to Arnoldtown Road, and then over to 3rd Street and back to Dixie Highway. District 12 includes Pleasure Ridge Park and parts of Riverport and Valley Station neighborhoods. District 12 has a number of community assets, including Riverview Park, Waverly and Rose Farm Parks, the Southwest Government Center, PRP High School, Bobby Nichols Golf Course. To learn more about District 12, please call 502-574-1112 or visit www.louisvilleky.gov/District 12.
Enjoy 7 acres of international music, cuisine, and culture at Louisville's 22nd Annual World Fest. The 4-day event will feature a parade of cultures, 3 stages of entertainment, and more than 150 international vendors with merchandise, art, food, and beverages. All in a global village highlighting cultures from around the world. And best of all, it's family-friendly and free for all ages. Take in all the sights, sounds, and activities in the heart of downtown at Louisville's scenic Belvedere overlooking the riverfront. World Fest will take place Labor Day weekend 2024, running from Friday, August 30th to Monday, September 2nd. So come on out and explore the rich and vibrant mix of nationalities that help make Louisville one of our nation's most diverse cities.
Entrepreneurship in Louisville was the topic of this month's Louisville Forum.
Our topic is basically, to use a college basketball analogy, what kind of recruits do we have coming in? Is another Humana, another entrepreneur, another star budding? We have 2 speakers who will address the state of entrepreneurship in Louisville.
If you think about our largest companies here, by and large, they were all founded by entrepreneurs from here. Homegrown companies are the best path for economic development.
We had 5,800 meetings with startups. We made over 2,000 connections to capital, talent, customers, or mentors. We've created thousands of jobs. We hosted or sponsored over 100 events, which had over 6,000 attendees. And though we didn't have a large touch in all of this, what I went back and looked is over the last 4 years, the companies that we have touched or talked to, 294 deals were done, not all unique, but that was $824 million worth of investment into companies here in Louisville.
You can watch each month's Louisville Forum right here on Metro TV each Wednesday at 1 and 7 p.m. Diane Taylor is the volunteer coordinator for the Louisville Zoo and has been a city employee for 46 years.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I help the front gate.
Do you already have tickets?
Stuff like that if they need help. My name is Diane Taylor. I am the coordinator of volunteers. My job is a nice job. The volunteers are awesome. How you doing, Sunshine? You guys are the best volunteers in Louisville.
It has been a while.
Because you make my job look so easy. I just don't sit in my office. I got to get out and help. You work as a team. If they need help, especially before the seasonal start, you get out there and you help. Where the volunteers sign in. Oh yeah, it's got to be organized. 1978? Right. And I started off as a receptionist at $1.90 an hour. In '88, I got promoted to the coordinator of volunteers. I retired in '04 with my 27 years. And the person that took my place resigned 8 months later. So I'm back. Miss Diane. I said, yes. You still here? Yes. They just go to the area and find their timesheet. If I put it out there that I need volunteers, I seriously have Halloween already finished with volunteers. That's awesome. They volunteered and their kids are volunteers. But you know, when I started here, I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I look at them, they're 47 and soon to be 50. I spend more time in my office than I do my house, so my office has to look like my house. Organized. So there you go. This is my youngest grandchild. This is the oldest grandchild. He's 29. Hey. Look at the desk when I started here. Look at the front office. They used to have a newsletter. That was in 1982. Employee of the month. That's all good.
Honor your special day.
For 46 years. Everybody's so happy, and they make my job look easy. Bye. You too.
Today, we kick off a new segment with video from the Kentucky State Fair, which celebrates 120 years this year and will be held through Sunday, August 25th.
Encourage all Kentuckians to come, because this is where Kentuckians come together to celebrate the best that Kentucky has to offer.
Let's make sure we embrace all the amazing things that make us Kentuckians. Let's live out our faith and values, and let's have an amazing state fair.
Metro TV was out on the streets of Louisville asking people what is their favorite fair food.
My name is McKinley Sharp. I'm from Frankfort. I'm Miss Franklin County, and my favorite fair food is corn dogs.
Hey, my name is Lisa Carroll, and I'm from Louisville. Lived in Louisville all my life. Favorite fair food, of course, one is the corn dog. You got to have a corn dog as soon as you come to the fair. Second favorite fair food is the country ham sandwich at the big Kentucky tent over by the animal area. So,
I'm Tucker Bentley. I'm from Taylorsville, Kentucky, and my favorite fairground food, definitely the Southern burger from farm to table.
What's your name?
My name is Sophia Blas.
And we're from Lebanon, Kentucky. And what's your favorite fair food?
Definitely the hot dogs.
Okay.
Macaroni.
I'm going to say the chili cheese dog.
My name is Layla Ward. I'm representing the Spencer County Fair, and me and my dad are huge foodies, and we always love to have a good funnel cake on hand at the fair.
My name is Shelby Haynes. I am representing Miss Woodford County, and my favorite thing is deep fried Oreos at the fair.
My name's Jennifer Vega, and I'm from Spencer County, and my favorite food is nachos.
Thank you for watching Louisville This Week. We leave you tonight with a look at two dogs looking for a new home. Meet Coda Bear and Goodbye Earl. Please share Metro TV with your friends and ask them to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or X, and download our Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV apps. Have a wonderful week.